I am incredibly excited to bring to you my brand new series, Dungeoneering for Dummies, the web show where I, your humble dungeon master, will be examining the dungeoneering capacities of your favorite pop culture characters, using this very scientific scale. And for the pilot episode of this caliber, there's only one character I could think of that fits the job. The archetypical explorer of dungeons, finder of treasure, and ignorer of magic, Indiana Jones. To make this scale extra scientific and consistent across my episodes, I will be including large amounts of RNG and judgment calls. A minor success on this scale will be worth 1d4 points, a moderate success will be worth 1d8 points, and a major success will be worth 1d20 points. Along with that, obtaining a treasure is worth an entire 1d100 points, and failures along with losing of such treasures will apply a negative to the tally. Additionally, I would like to see any and all suggestions in the comments so this can be the best series I can make. And I will only be covering the first movie because editing's exhausting. Let us begin. First thing he does is counter a mutineer's intent with nothing but intuition and a whip. That, my friend, is a moderate success and worth 3 points. Blah. Dealing with the drow's friends will be considered a minor deed worth 2 points.
Stay out of the light.
Avoiding such an advanced trap will, of course, be a moderate success worth 2 points. Crossing the pit while cool will only be worth a minor action of an entire 3 points. Avoiding another trap is a moderate success worth 7 points. Sorry, buddy. Setting off the entire temple because you added too much weight is a major failure worth a 12-point reduction. But he shouldn't feel too bad. He just got the only thing that matters in this world, treasure, for a whopping 13 points.
Give me the whip! Adios, señor.
Oh no, betrayal. Maybe he's just really bad at hiring, but his recovery after this initial obstacle has been made significantly more dangerous will be a major success worth an entire 9 points. I would also deduct the stolen treasure, but... Oof. Surrounded, and now the treasure is properly stolen. A major failure and a lost treasure together are going to be worth an 87-point reduction. He does, however, escape from the natives. I want to make a Heart of Darkness reference, but I'm not sure how to do that tastefully. This is a major success, 14 points.
I hate snakes, Chuck! I hate them!
The fear of snakes is perfectly acceptable, but hiring a getaway driver with a pet snake will be a minor failure worth 3 points.
In the shape of the sun.
During this exposition dump, displays his expertise in order to get hired to retrieve the treasure, which works as a major success worth 11 points.
So what are you doing here in Nepal?
I need one of the pieces your father collected.
He fails to convince his ex to give him the artifact for $5,000, which around World War II was more than the cost of an American home. I wish I was a time traveler. Minor failure, he's 1 point down. Then a shootout happens to force her hand thanks to the Dungeon Master's cunning and subtle intervention. He does win, so major success worth an entire... RNG doesn't like him, 3 points. Okay, so I skipped some plot. The bad guys still want the artifact. In this sequence, Jones is doing fine in combat, so we're gonna call it a moderate success worth 8 points. Right, spoke a touch too soon. He does lose his ally, but still has the artifact, and now gets to keep enough money to buy a home. Minor loss worth 1 point, because the dice seem to agree with me. He didn't lose that much.
You want to talk to God? Let's go see him together. I've got nothing better to do.
The Fedora friend is down to die and get rid of his enemy at the same time, but this judges the concern of the room. A moderate failure, worth 7 points. He almost eats poison before his ally saves him. Moderate success for recruiting one guy loyal to him, and moderate failure for choosing to eat poison, totaling out for a total of 5 positive points. My friends, bringing rope and arranging a way out of the caves is definitely a major success of Dungeoneering, especially compared to my D&D party. That is 14 points. Uncovering the map location isn't that impressive on a skill level, but is important to the plot. Let's cut the difference and call that a moderate success for 5 points.
Well, I'm coming with you, Jones. Get me out of here. Cut me loose. You can't leave me here.
I'll take you out of here now.
So he discovers that little explosion earlier was but a scratch, and midway through freeing a captive ally, changes his mind to maintain cover. Kinda sucks for her, but this allows him to maintain cover and get a shot at the treasure, which I'd call a major success in the Dungeoneering department, even if the other one's unhappy with it. And that is worth 10 points. Quick area check, minor, but worth 3 points. He also uses fire that I'm pretty sure could have been applied from the roof. Moderate success, worth 1 point. Treasure. This stunning artifact of the ancient world is worth 44 points, baby.
Why, Dr. Jones, whatever are you doing in such...
I guess success couldn't last that long. It wasn't really a skill issue, so I'll call it minor, and he only loses 3 points.
So once again, Jones, what was briefly yours is now mine.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. He loses 50 points. He saves an ally, then breaks down a wall. Major competence this round, sadly RNG, for only 3 points. Oh, so close. He failed his stealth, losing 1 point. Fortunately, the next sequence shows he is still good at combat for 18 points. He just kind of finds a horse between cuts. Let's call that a minor skill, worth 3 points. He steals a truck and recovers our coveted treasure for 50 points. You know, the odds of me rolling that on 2d100 rolls in a row is 1%. I might need to switch dice sets. Okay, catching you up on non-dungeoneering plot. They take a boat and it's been occupied. He hides throughout the entire occupation.
I found him. Where? There.
And gets to the enemy ship. Major success, worth 5 points. But the Ark was stolen once again. Worth 82 points. Stealing a disguise will be medium, like my soda from Whataburger, but 7 points this time, resembling my soda's price.
Jones! I'm gonna blow up the Ark, Renee!
He threatens to blow up the Ark in order to get the leverage to free their captive. Honestly, pretty good plan.
This is history.
But never make a threat you can't deliver on. This failure is costing you 12 points.
Marion, don't look at it.
You decide they should not look at the Ark, and they are spared, getting 2 points. Oh, and they recover the treasure for a whopping 65. Now allow me to remind you, this is the only channel where another episode of this show can come later this week or next week. So please subscribe and check out this other video.